Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. And it's that time of the month. You know it, it's the beginning of the month, and we are about to take off on the Vechain train. And I'm so excited to bring you this because I think that we are yet again getting ready to get back onto the train and begin our journey towards $1 with Vechain. So if you do like the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me today. Let's get right into it. So what can we expect in June from the Vechain price prediction? And what is next? So we know that May was a very tough month for the old coins. And, when Bitcoin went down, so did they. And we had some massive opportunities with Vechain. It wasn't too long ago that we were sitting at around 28 cents. And before you know it, it plummeted all the way down to 6 cents at one stage. So what can we expect now? Well, I think that we are getting ready to go off again and head towards the 21 cents and beyond. And this particular article talks about where Vechain went and why it's set to make a comeback into the 20s. And there is very specific reasons, but before you get into any of that, if you don't know much about Vechain, then my first step for you is to jump on the Vechain website, read the white paper, understand it, understand what's going on, what the opportunities are, because that will pay huge dividends, because you need to wrap your head around just how big and how good Vechain truly is in order to appreciate it, because you might just sell too soon. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you to be the next, $100 Bitcoin story, where people bought it at $100, sold it at $1,000, they thought they were great, only to see Bitcoin prices be what it is today. And it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but I just want you to be prepared. Now, why am I telling you about carbon trading program may give China a pricing power? Well, China is about to expand in a big way, and they're going to bring Vechain along with it. And Goldman Sachs has estimated there is a $16 trillion opportunity for clean technology infrastructure investments in China. And that is huge. And China's potential path to net zero by 2060 is by far a huge goal. But if it is achieved, it's a $16 trillion opportunity. Now, why is that important? There's a couple of key things here. First of all, it was published about a week ago. The next thing is the live test involving more than 30 Chinese enterprises are being conducted starting this week. Now, we know just how heavily Vechain, being a Singaporean company, is involved with China. And I believe very strongly that I can put two and two together, and I think Vechain is going to be involved in this particular project in some capacity. And that will bring huge prices to Vechain. Now, you want to know how popular Vechain is in China? Check out the one in the middle. They're always talking about it. So it is very, very, very hot right now in China when it comes to the Vechain train. Now, Vechain against the Ethereum chart is showing signs of bottoming, which is great. And on this particular tweet, Brain to Gene mentions that he's expecting 150 to 200% gain in the term, maybe in a few weeks. So we're expecting a rise which would take us well beyond what we are right now, which we would get us into the 30 cents mark. So very exciting to see this happen, and let's see how this evolves. And we'll be keeping a very, very close eye in this very first week. What I've noticed is that back in April, Vechain made majority of its movements in the beginning of the month, and I'm expecting something pretty similar to happen again. Now, NFT, which is an initiative by Vechain to go into global enterprises and enterprise level NFTs, there are some grants available at the moment, so there is still opportunity to get in there. Now, if you are a developer and you're thinking that perhaps maybe Vechain could be part of your ecosystem, then I would highly encourage you to check that out. The other thing as well is that we have had, three bottoms here, and generally this type of formation can only mean one thing, which is we are about to set off on a price explosion. Let's jump into Atani. Let's see what the charts are telling us there. All right, so we're back inside Atani. And on the daily chart, it's very, very exciting that on the MACD, we have finally moved into a bullish signal for price action. We are sitting almost halfway in the Bollinger, and the RSI is sitting very, very, very low. So very, very promising. From a hourly chart though, on the hourly chart, we have just dipped back just slightly into the MACD being into a bearish signal, but I wouldn't be too concerned. That's only only temporarily. And when in doubt, always zoom out, because on the 4-hour, we can see a massive price spike. So the gap is widening over here. So we are expecting a bullish price movement. On the 12-hourly, they almost touched, but they have gone back out, and we're setting off again into volume. So we can expect the prices to rise and rise quite heavily, just based on 3 different indicators giving us pretty strong bullish signals. So for me, it's an exciting time. We've been waiting for it, and at 12 cents, it is still a bargain. Of course, it's not financial advice, but I mean, we were 6 cents at one stage a couple of weeks ago. It's just absolutely incredible for an organization so good like Vechain, for its price to have been that low. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So we are set. Now let's look at some drawings and what they tell us. All right, so when it comes to the charts, we're going to kick things off with the particular chart for Bitcoin versus Vechain. And the reason why we're doing this is because we can see here that there are 2 potential scenarios at play. So the red one is where we could potentially go, but based on all the indicators that I've seen right now, with the left head and right shoulder forming, I think that the next block, the green block, is the particular block that we're going to be moving towards. So we're going to see some very nice price action happen. Now, in terms of USD cents, what can we expect? Well, from here, we can expect to go towards the 15 cents, maybe touch back down to 10 for a little bit, break out and go to 18, touch 15 as support, and then go towards 25 cents and beyond. So that there is a possibility within the next week or so, which is very exciting, to head back into the 20s and then push forward into the 30s and beyond. And for me, $1 to $1.50 by the end of this bull run, for me, is absolutely not out of the question when it comes to Vechain. I think we'll probably touch $1.50 and $1.57, and that will be a good opportunity to take some profits. And I will be giving you a guide on that, and I know that we haven't spoken much about it. That's because there is still a long way to go before we reach that. But I will be, advising you and telling you, from my perspective, where I see the opportunities. So I'll be like saying, at 80 cents I'm going to take X amount out, and at $1 I'm going to take X amount, and at $1.57 I'll be taking X. And of course, the only thing that matters here is that I'm giving you this information, and then you go away and get your own information as well. And Atani is a software that I do have a video on the channel on how to download it, how to get all the signals put onto it, and so that you can have a really good understanding of it. But the train for Vechain is coming. I am super excited for Vechain. I think finally we're going to see the month that we were expecting May to be, we're going to see June become that month for Vechain. So if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And as always, thank you. And I look forward to see you on the next one.